Here's a question from a United fan for you, Rio. Have a look.
Hi Rio, massive fan of yours. You're the greatest defender I've ever seen, other than Yap Stam. I just wanted to ask you a little bit about Darren Fletcher. He's obviously been appointed as technical director. I personally think that's a good move. He's obviously someone that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knows very well, and Darren Fletcher is a football genius, as we all used to say, and hopefully he can help move the club forward and have that sort of connection with the club and being there for a long time as well, and knowing what it takes to succeed at Manchester United should only be a positive thing. But I just wanted to ask you what Darren Fletcher is like off the pitch, how you think this appointment will affect the club, and why you think it took us so long to make that appointment as well.
OK, so this has been spoken about for a really long time, and I know that you still speak to Darren Fletcher. Can you explain, first of all, the sort of the role that John Murtough and Darren Fletcher have taken on and how that impacts Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the club generally?
Well, John Murtough is obviously the football director, and Darren Fletcher is the technical director. I'll start with Fletcher because that was a question initially. He is on the football pitch. He's got his boots on, working with the first team every day, and he'll be the person that plugs back in to John Murtough from a football perspective, a football angle, when they're recruiting players, the type of player that they want, the Manchester United philosophy from years gone by that they're trying to implement in today, and what the effects that player will have on the dynamic of the squad, etc. And I think it's just having that real football energy that comes from the training field and understands the squad totally from a day-to-day perspective, to then feed in for when they're recruiting, when all of the different areas, departments are feeding back into John Murtough, how that looks from the football pitch as well. And I think that connection, I think it could be a good partnership.
So how's it worked until now?
Until now, you've had, I think, Matt Judge doing the negotiations with the players, and you've had Ed Wood being a part of that, and you've had a recruitment structure. And there's maybe not been anybody overseeing that. And I think that's where John Murtough will come in, who will oversee all of them different departments and pull that all together. And then, at the end of the day, regardless of all that going on, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has the final say on a player. When they're all recruiting, all the data comes in, all the analysis comes in for a player. And yes, they've all agreed, the departments all become one on a player or a particular position and what they identify. Still the same person has to green light, and that's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and that's an unwavering position for the football club, and I think that's the right way to go. But the bedrock of it all is the Man United philosophy coming to the fore. This is the way Man United want to play. These are the types of players that they want. This is the type of characters that you want within the changing room. The manager might change, but that philosophy won't, and that's been something I think that probably wasn't there in the years since Sir Alex Ferguson left. When you had Van Gaal, when you had Mourinho, their philosophy was being the overriding factor rather than Man United's, and I think that'll be a big difference.